Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Jamil. So let's see where market can move and how we can plan for tomorrow. We are going to start with weekly, then daily, then 15 minutes will going to be the closing. So let's start with weekly first on here. Last week we discussed on here market continuously trading on his resistance level, and what we discussed, support resistance, if it's first time market need to be respect on here. And we discussed this is the completely resistance area market first time hit. That means market need to be, if it is strong trend, no doubt market need to be pause on here. Pause means market either we are going to see a pause candle or either a volatile to sideways market, that we exactly discuss on here, because continuously 4 to 5 weeks market was in buying pressure. This is the perfect area due to this resistance market can become pause on here. So next week market maybe can become positive candle. So what we discussed on last week, market need to be pause, market can become pause on here, but end of the week as you can see market strongly closing on upside, making bullish candle. So that means one more week as a green candle. So if we count 1 2 3 4 5 6 weeks are in green. No doubt this candle is look like red, but if you see this momentum, it's also will going to be count as a buying market. So 6 weeks completely market on a buying pressure. So if you put an indicator that could be RSI or moving average, market will completely become stretch on here. So don't be panic. Instead of thinking that why market is not coming for selling, why continuously going upside, instead of thinking that, go with the flow, follow that trend, as we all heard that follow the trend until it's banned. We are going to do the same things. We are going to be continuously follow the market as long as it's not banned. And so if market become one more positive candle on here, it's also good for us, because the more it will going to be stretched, the more we are going to get a very good selling pressure. Suppose if market one more week become positive on here, next week we are going to get very good selling pressure. Almost it's this trend almost more than 2000 point already market move on here. That means if it is about to retrace, that means 700 800 or even 1000 point we are going to get in one direction for the selling. So instead of thinking that why it's not for coming for selling, why it's continuously going, we are going to buy on here. So right now market is closing 13,500 level. So remember one more important point about the Nasdaq. On the Nasdaq, important level going to be the round level, which is going to be 13,000 round level, 13,500. On Nasdaq 500 point, next 500 to next 500 is most important for the market as a psychological level, as a round level also. So 13,000 is break, 13,500 also is break on Friday, because closing more than 13,500 is 65 or something. That means 500 point also, 500 range also market breakout. So next resistance level will going to be, as we see, 13,500 and 14,000 will going to be the next resistance level. This could be only happen if buying momentum was starting on here, then we can expect maybe the 4,000 will going to be the next resistance level. But buying pressure is starting exactly 11,500 and 12,000 and 12,500, 13,000. That means each and every rounder market continuously having on buying pressure. That's the reason 14,000 will not going to be as next resistance level. So what we could expect, next immediate round level going to be 13,800 level. And what exactly market has done in previous time, this is the place where look like 13,850 or even 800. This is the place for aggressive selling. It's the selling area. This is the place where market was become sharp selling area. Market trying to reach that place for the first time. So no doubt it is going to be the next resistance for us. So seller are waiting here to short the market. So no doubt on Monday or even Monday, Tuesday, the moment market will break the high, immediately we are going to buy on here, and 13,800 we will see after touch this level what market is doing and what kind of momentum market is having. We are going to focus on here. But right now market is positive market. Instead of thinking that why not coming for selling, we will be continuously follow the trend. So I hope you got this point, friends. So let's check the daily chart, how we can understand the price movement. On Friday, on Thursday it was selling market, no doubt, but market strongly successfully closed above on his negative candle. Above negative candle market close on here. So no doubt it will going to be one more momentum. It look like will going to be one more momentum as long as market not touching 13,800 or 850 as we discussed on weekly chart. So after playing flat, we are also looking for buying. Then we will see how market is reacting on here. So as long as market right now completely it's a bullish market, so we will be looking for buying only unless any certain gap up, gap down, or even news hit the market. So let's take the 50-minute time frame to understand how we can plan for tomorrow on Monday market. On a Friday, market completely become on stretch on here. Notice it's on buying pressure. And if you see Thursday, those sellers sell on here, immediately they got the SL. That means it will going to be the fresh area. When your market face on fresh area, generally from that place, market buyer prefer to make a positive momentum on here. So for this, as you can see, fresh level or already market build on here. So that means after opening flat, as soon as you break the high, immediately we are going to buy on here, and we are going to see we are going to trail the SL, because if we book the profit, then it's done. But if we try to see the momentum how market is doing, as we plan that 13,800 or even 750 might be the next resistance for the market. After certain area, we are going to trail the SL every 30 to 40 points. We are going to trail our SL. So at least we are going to get most of the profit for this stretch market. So I hope you got this point, friends. If gap opening, then we are going to be wait for a couple of minutes, because after gap opening, maybe those who buy on here, they are going to immediately book the profit, and after gap up opening, it look like we're going to become for selling first, then closing price act as a support. Remember, closing price will going to be act as a support, and after support, then only if market making higher high, then we are going to buy on here. But don't plan before that, because if it is not high, then definitely it will going to be slow in study, will convert to the selling also. So remember, if gap up opening, wait for to see this closing price how is reacting. If only higher high, then we're going to buy on here. This is second. Suppose if market directly open gap down, which is going to be below 13,500. 13,500 is the most important level. If more than below this gap down opening below 13,500, then we are going to be wait for 5 to 10 minutes, because first 5-minute candle need to be red. It is most important. If first 5-minute candle become red and next candle onward break, immediately as soon as it break, we are going to short on here. High up the 5-minute candle going to be our SL. So this should be the plan. Suppose if even below 13,500 gap down opening, first candle market make this kind of hammer candle or even this kind of positive candle, then it will going to be volatile market. We are going to be wait. We are not going to be plan anything. If first 5 minutes become green on here after gap down, chances by it will be travel first, then closing price will going to be act as resistance, then it will going to be volatile on here. So gap down opening, we will be plan for selling if green candle having, then if green candle after green candle high breaking, then we are not going to be plan for anything. It will going to be confusing, and so better we are going to be wait for one more day to close the market on good level. The next day we can plan with the proper plan. So let's take the S&P 500 to understand how we can plan. Similar price point, similar story. After opening flat, as soon as the break, immediately we're going to buy on here, and 10 to 15 point going to be stop loss, honestly going to be our target. If gap down opening, in this case we have to be wait, because 4,250, this is the place where market becomes sharp buying. Remember, sharp buying area also going to be act as support for the market. In this case, after gap down opening, maybe market can become volatile. So for this reason, if we plan for selling after gap down opening, we have to see price action. After seeing price action, then we are going to be plan for selling after gap down. After opening flat, immediately we are going to be buy. Gap down, we have to see price action for the selling. And if gap up opening, similar story, we are going to be wait for closing price, then how closing price acting, then we are going to be plan based on that market movement. So I hope you got this point, friends. So let's take the stock. With stock, we can plan and take a trade for tomorrow. First stock will going to be the advanced microwaves. Right now it's standing on very strong price point, 100 level psychological level, and market close above 100 level. Note if market make momentum, if market gives momentum on here 101, as soon as it cross 101, immediately we are going to buy on here. $1 going to be stop loss, honestly going to be target. And if market make momentum on here, chances very high it will be try to close above 104. So we are going to get a very good buying momentum if market open flat on here. So then we are going to be planned for buying only. Gap down, gap up, ignore the trade. Second stock will going to be Excel. It is also for buying. As you can see, this is the resistance area. First time market starts selling. then second time market respect his resistance area, then market be getting pause on here. That means in this on a Friday, definitely seller try to sell on here, but market continuously holding on upside. This holding means buyer accumulating on here. 102 102 immediately after opening flat, as soon as you break 102, we are going to buy on here. $1 going to be stop loss, 1 is going to be outer market. I hope you understand all this point, friend. If you understand, and hit the like button, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much.